Manifesting more money is such a hot topic that everyone always asks about, so let's talk about it. Hi, I'm Dan. Thank you for joining me. I talk about manifesting, conscious creation, living intentionally, and today I'm going to be focusing on the topic of money and how to manifest more of it. So, how I like to approach money is a three-pronged approach. The first approach is that money is actually energy. So it's meant to flow. It's meant to be exchanged. You're meant not to hoard it. Even if you have it stored somewhere, it's meant to grow. You're meant to invest it. So you have to stop thinking of money as something that you're just trying to accumulate because money is not meant to be static. If it becomes static and stagnant, it just stays there. It can't flow. So how do you expect it to flow in? So when we think of money, we want to think of it as something that can buy experiences, buy things, buy enjoyment, allow us to do things in life that actually bring us happiness, joy, being in the present moment, and really loving life. So the first approach is that you need to think of money as something that's moving, that's flowing. When I give out, I receive back in, right? It's meant to be exchanged for goods and services. It's meant to help people. It's meant to be shared. It's meant to be received. So you have to be very open to not only giving and sharing and allowing it to flow freely, but also to allow it to be received as well. A lot of people have money blocks because they have grown up in an environment where, have you heard of the belief money doesn't grow on trees, there's no free lunch, all of these things that our parents, society has put onto us, money is scarce. If you grew up with a money is scarce mindset, you're going to continue to have all these blocks. And so what do? You really try to save and hoard money. Or maybe you're someone that has a belief that money really is just goes out the window, right? You keep spending it. Maybe you had a parent that just a chronic spender and you go shopping and you spend. You keep racking up the credit card bills and all these things. So you might have money a belief system there around money that isn't serving you in the sense that it all continually flows out. So you have to really look and examine that. But you also have to understand that money is meant to be exchanged. It's meant to flow in both directions. It's meant to be balanced in both directions. It's meant to flow out. It's also meant to flow in. So you first have to understand that. And once you understand this basic level, then second of all, it's going to look different for everyone, right? Because everyone has a different upbringing. Everyone has a different mindset. They were taught differently. They were brought up in a different society. Everyone was brought up. Some people had more money. Some people had less money when they were growing up, you know? And so how it will look different, it will look different for you as it does for me. So you have to look and see what version of you. Some people don't care about a ton of money. They don't care about the private jets. They don't care about driving fancy cars and luxury. They just want to have enough money to live off of and enjoy the relationships, the friends, the experiences life brings them. And they don't need money for that. So every single person is going to have a different idea of what abundance of money looks like, financial freedom looks like. There's going to be a different amount. It depends on what place of the world you live in. So that's the second approach. The second approach is that you have to identify what having a lot of money really means to you, what it looks like to you. Does it mean that you can go out and buy all the different cars, all the different houses, right? If it does, great. Embody that version of you that has that thing. But it's going to look different. How are you going to think? How are you going to feel? Right? So for me personally, when I receive a bill and I have an abundance of money, how I feel about that bill is, oh, I am so grateful I have an abundance of money to be able to pay that bill because I'm able to, whatever that bill was, let's say I had purchased a bunch of clothes for that bill, or that bill is from me purchasing a bunch of clothes. Wow, I feel so wonderful that I'm able to spend this money to get clothes that I want to wear that make me feel good. You know, or maybe it's to go towards a car payment. Wow, I am so grateful that I'm able to drive this car and I'm happy to pay this bill. Be in a place of gratefulness, appreciation that you have an abundance of something that you're able to spend. Even if you don't have that physical accumulation of money right now, you can still be in a place where you feel wealthy. It's a wealth consciousness. So you have to understand that it's going to look different for you than it looks for me, but you have to identify the version of you that has the amount of money that it doesn't matter what it is. It could be $100 billion. It could be $20 million. It could be just a regular salary, $70,000, $80,000 a year, and you're able to, continue to live as that. It doesn't matter what the actual amount of money is. It's all possible. You just have to identify the version of you that already has that amount of money that gives you what you want to experience in life. And that brings me to the third approach. The third point that I like to tackle money is that you're not actually looking to accumulate money. This trips people up. I know it does. Because a lot of people really think that if they have a lot of money, it's going to solve all their problems. What we really want in life is not just money. We want what money can bring us. Money can bring us more time with our friends, with our family. Money can bring us some happiness because we're able to experience certain experiences in life, to go travel, to go on vacation. Again, this is going to look different for every single person. People have manifested free houses, free vacations, free time, free food. They've manifested all these things. So it's definitely possible that you don't necessarily need money. Money is just the middleman. Now, I do get it. Financial freedom, being able to do whatever, pay for whatever it is, never have to worry about it. If you have enough in the bank to just kind of let it flow. Again, it goes back to the third approach. This is why there's 3 approaches to this, because they're all interconnected, right? It's meant to flow. It's meant to be exchanged. It's meant to be used, right? You're meant to receive it, but you're also meant to give it back out, right? And so the third approach is that what are the things, what are the experiences, what is it that money can get me? And then I'm going to live in the state that already is feeling those things. In that moment, I'm already feeling like I have the experiences to go vacationing in Italy. I already have the experience of being able to go bungee jumping. I already have the feeling that I can take more time off, work less, and be able to spend it with my family, with my kids, with my significant other, whatever it may be. All those things, again, are going to be very personal to you, and everyone has a different value system, what they value. So you have to identify that and start living as that. Don't worry so much about how the money is going to come in to pay for it, or don't even worry about the amount of money that you'd like to receive. Can you manifest a specific amount of money? Absolutely. Yes, you can. But you need to start focusing more on what you can do with that money. So when you are writing down, I like to make blah, blah, blah amount of money, wonderful, set amount of money, $10 million, $1 million, $500,000. Again, for every single person, it's going to be different because they're living in different parts of the world. There's different amounts of money that's going to really change their lives for the better, or it's just going to give them the life that they wish to live, right? And I'm not saying that you can't have money. We all want more money, right? But it's not really the money that we want. It's what the money can bring us. So focus on that. That's the third approach. So I want to go over it all again, just to summarize. The first approach to money is that it's meant to be exchanged. It's meant to flow. It's not meant to be hoarded, but it needs to be in balance. So it's not meant to just be spent and you have nothing left, right? You're meant to also receive it, right? Be responsible with it, but you're meant to receive it. It's always flowing in, it's always flowing out, but there's always adopt the belief that you have more than enough money coming in than going out. But you have to understand that money can be exchanged. Second, you need to find and identify what is personal to you, what life would look like if you had all that money, and embody that. And that's going to look different. Your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, how you perceive the world, all of those things encompasses what you are, that identity, that version of you that has that money, that bulk amount of money. Okay? Live as that. Live as that. Embody that. And third, focus on the things that money can actually bring you. The experiences, the time. Money is good. Also, last thing I want to talk about is money is a good thing. You assign meaning to it. Don't buy into money is the root of all the evil. We've heard that before, right? That's a false belief. You don't need to adopt that. Money can be a good thing, okay? I'm just here to tell you, you can have all the money that you want. But again, it's not so much the money specifically that you want, but it's really the things that it can bring you. So I hope this helps. Remember, the three things. One, money is meant to be exchanged and in balance and meant to move. It's essentially energy. It's not meant to be static. Two, money and body, find the identity of the version of you that already has all that thing, all that money. How does it feel? How do they think? How do I identify and embody that? And three, focus on the things that money actually buys you, the experiences, the things. Having all those things, having that time, the relationships, all those things that you think that money is going to bring you, what is it actually going to bring you? What can you exchange that money for? Focus on those three. Focus on that. Okay? So those are the three ways that I like to approach money. I hope this helps. And of course, I make tons more videos on how to manifest and all that stuff. So be sure to look at my other videos because there's a lot of great stuff, not just on money, but really on how to manifest your dream life and abundance, because money is only a part of that. And it's okay to want money. It's okay to want to live a life of abundance. But there is so much more to that than just money. Anyways, glad you're here, and I'll see you all soon.